Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam and welcome to my review for Dr. Sleep. This was written and directed by Mike Flanagan, the director of Oculus and Gerald's Game, and it is based off of the book of the same name written by Stephen King. It stars Ewan McGregor, Rebecca Ferguson, Kylie Curran, and Cliff Curtis. It picks up with a now adult Danny Torrance, played by McGregor, who meets a girl named Abra, played by Kylie Curran. She has the same powers that Danny does, except even more powerful. And he has to help her fend off the advances of a very desperate cult leader, played by Rebecca Ferguson, who feeds off of people who have the Shining. And at the same time, Danny must also face the demons from his past. The Shining is one of the best movies ever made. It's my favorite horror movie of all time. I try to watch it at least every year around Halloween time. It is practically perfect in every way. So when I heard that a sequel was announced, I can't lie, I was very nervous. However, when it was announced that Mike Flanagan was going to direct it, my nervousness dissipated slightly. And then when I heard that Ewan McGregor and Rebecca Ferguson were going to be in it, I was like, okay, this has the potential to be something special. However, this is about as close to a great Shining sequel as we will ever get. Firstly, the acting in this across the board was excellent. Ewan McGregor is someone that I've been a fan of for a very long time. I thought he was one of the, if not the best part of the Star Wars prequels, and every subsequent movie he's been in, I've always enjoyed him in. And if I'm being honest, his character arc is one of the best of 2019. McGregor plays a very damaged character. Danny Torrance he didn't leave the Overlook scot-free. Basically, up here, he's psychologically damaged. And without spoiling anything, he's got to work through a lot of emotional baggage. And the movie does this in the best way possible. And Kylie Curran, the girl that played Abra, she was also excellent. According to her IMDb page, this is her feature film debut, minus one other film that I never heard of until I did the research for this review. So I hope she gets much more work after this because she deserves it. And Rebecca Ferguson was excellent as the cult leader. Rebecca Ferguson is an actress that I enjoy in pretty much any movie that she's in, and it's no different here. But one of the reasons why I was so excited for Mike Flanagan to direct the sequel to The Shining was the fact that he comes from a horror background. And not only does he come from a horror background, he comes from a great horror movie background. So I was looking forward to the scares, and when the scary moments do happen, oh, do they happen, and you feel every second of it. There were some moments in this movie where I was literally clutching my chest, and I know that that's a massive cliche, but I was literally like, I was clutching my chest. And there were also some very effective uses of gore. This isn't a gory movie. This isn't like House of a Thousand Corpses or anything like that. But when there is gore, you do feel it, and you feel every second of it. And Dr. Sleep may be one of the best looking movies of 2019. As my friend was telling me on the drive home, he basically said this movie was like if Stanley Kubrick directed it and he was still alive. I added on to that by saying that Mike Flanagan was basically Stanley Kubrick if he had a conscience. But 90% of the shots in this movie are just jaw-droppingly beautiful. My biggest concern about the movie was how it was going to tie into The Shining, and it does tie in very well. However, as I was walking out, I was thinking to myself, there were a lot of references to The Shining in this. This will infuriate some, and this will please others. However, for me, a lot of the references did actually work. Thankfully, the rest of the movie was shot and acted and all around made very well, so the references were honestly very welcome. In the end, Dr. Sleep was absolutely everything that I wanted and more, with great acting, great shots, great scares, great effects in terms of the gore and the CGI, and a feeling that when I do buy the Blu-ray for this, I can put this next to my copy of The Shining, and I could be like, alright, this is the Shining saga. This movie is amazing. We've still got a lot of time left in the rest of the year, but I have a feeling that Dr. Sleep may be in my top 10 favorites of the year. And I know I say that a lot on this channel, but, if I gotta call a spade a spade. But that is all for me, guys. Thank you so much as always for watching. My name is Ryan Cam, and I'll see you in the next one.